key learning of today at the nexxworks Bootcamp is that if you talk about innovation in the sense of a new product, a new service for a new market, it's extremely hard to really know what you're talking about. Everything that you think about when you're preparing in a business model canvas, for instance, is an assumption, it's a hypothesis. What you do when you have an assumption, you have to validate it. So the key for innovation is to create experiments to really validate what the market is responding to the need with innovation. If you do that in very quick, short-term sprints like 2 weeks, and keep repeating that, and iterating and pivoting, at some point you'll find the right product or service for a certain market.
Peerby is an app and a website to lend stuff from your neighbors, but now also from your colleagues. But that wouldn't work if people wouldn't trust each other. So the key learning is know that people have a lot of trust in each other. That's something that we forget, but you must know that the trust is there.
Nature is full of possibilities that we have not uncovered yet, and as a physicist, it is extremely interesting to try to understand information, matter, the connection between them, and trying to discover new possibilities. And I think that there's two questions. If you're a technologist and you're interested in actually using quantum computers, then you will still have to wait for 20 years. If you want to develop things, now is the moment. If you want to be part of this, there's plenty of startups. There's like, I think in the order of 30, 40 startups that all have huge amount of funding. I know of several startup companies that have like 100 million or even more dollars in funding for kind of trying to build the technology for making a quantum computer. But these are very long-term goals. Okay, so if you want to be part of the technology, now is the right time to jump in. If you want to use it, you better, then you still have to would have to wait a long time, I think, before it will really be a game-changing technology. Nevertheless, I think it's very important that people are already aware of the fact that quantum computers will be there. And like if you are somebody that has to send sensitive information over the internet, you have to know that in 20 years people will be able to decode everything that you're sending now using a quantum computer. So the current day cryptographic protocols are kind of safe because there's no quantum computers yet, but somehow if there will be like quantum computers in 20 years, they will just be able to go back to what you are sending now and they will be able to decode everything. So that, I think, if you're concerned with security, this is something that you have to know, and if you don't know about quantum computers, you would never kind of think that this is possible.
Companies can improve on their processes, logistic processes, sales processes, any process, finance process, doesn't matter. When they use data and statistical analytics to improve their process, by using neural network technology, they can make a big improvement.
I believe when we talk about virtual reality, we see a big progress in the technology. You can look at 3D scanning, where you create easily images based on real objects and bring them to virtual reality. And that, of course, makes it interesting to have combinations of real objects, putting them in virtual reality and starting to play around with it. So I think in the end, it will come down as well to the creative people, what they will do with the technology that becomes available to make the gap between reality and virtual reality even smaller.
Virtual reality is already here. It's not future, it exists today and it has endless possibilities. It's a tool that allows you to connect with your customer immediately and to show him your results or his results immediately and instantly. And that's the way to make a difference these days, to put the customer in the driver's seat and to let him connect with your product.